All right, we're here at Mount Olympus in Wisconsin Dells. I've wanted to come to Wisconsin Dells ever since before I was an enthusiast. I've been wanting to come here for a long time. Always heard about their water parks. Then I became a coaster enthusiast and heard about the amusement park. And this is Hades 360. It goes through a tunnel, comes underneath the parking lot, comes out into the parking lot there. And that's the giant one here. But there's 4 coasters here that I'm allowed to ride. They also have a kiddie coaster. That is very, from what I heard, is very strict. Adults are not allowed to ride, even if you're with your kid. Got to send the kid on by themselves. But there are 3 water parks, 2 outdoor, 1 indoor. One of the outdoor ones is for resort guests only. And if you are coming to Mount Olympus, I highly recommend staying at the resort. They have a bunch of buildings, so it's not just one building, so there's going to be a lot of resort guests here. But that's the only way to do it, because you get admission to the park on the day of arrival and the day of departure, and any days in between also. So if you stay one night, you get 2 days in the park included, and you get parking for free. So right there, parking is $20. Admission is going to be over $20 with fees and taxes probably. So you're down 40 bucks already there. So if you can get a room for say $100 in total, that's like 60 extra dollars, and you get into the park for free. And that's if you're just one person. If you got multiple people, then you got to start adding extra admissions onto that. And you can check in if you show up at 9 a.m. you can go ahead and check in. You just can't go to your room yet. But you can come into the park, spend all day in the park, then go to your room when it's ready. And at least for this year, I don't know, they might change things next year, but from 7 to 10 o'clock, after the park closes to the general public, it stays open for resort guests only. With certain attractions, there might be some things that close. But in addition to those 3 hours of exclusive time in the park, you also get food during that time. Said like pizza, hot dogs, soda, but hey, it's something. So food, a room, parking, admission the day of departure, exclusive ride time. What else am I missing? The water park that is for resort guests only. All that for the price of your room. And I got it for under $100. It's a weekday, so it might be, I'm sure it's more expensive on a weekend. But that's definitely the way to go if you're coming here. Okay, I take that back. Think about 2 people, 70 bucks plus parking for 20 bucks, $90. That's more than I paid for my room, and I'm getting the hotel room, I'm getting food, exclusive ride time, admission tomorrow. Coaster credit number 330. I wish it was number 360. Hades 360. That was so amazing. That is the best ride on the trip so far. That was so much better than I thought it would be. The airtime was amazing. The visuals going through the tunnel, and then you come out into the corkscrew or zero-G roll, I don't know what it is. I met a father with his 2 daughters, and they wanted to go front, so I ended up with front row. Only had to wait 1 extra train for it. And right up there, that's where it stops. That's where the line ends, is you go right into the station. And they're doing 1 train operation, so it goes a little slow, but that's okay. It was so worth it. Best ride on the trip so far. That's better than Monster. I kind of liked it more than El Toro. The pre-lift section of Hades is better in the back. The rest of it seemed better in the front. I just rode Zeus. The exit is at the same spot where Hades exits. There goes Hades. This is the Zeus station. That was a nice CCI wood coaster. It's a short one, but it's sweet. Has several airtime moments. It has several airtime moments, even though it's a short ride. Best pre-lift section on any coaster in the world. Alright, Cyclops is next. I've done 4 rounds on Hades right now, twice in the back, once in the front, once in the second row. I'm starting to feel the roughness now. It's not as re-rideable as I would like, because it does ride a little shaky. I still really like it, but the shakiness is gonna probably affect where I would rank it. But that first ride in the front row, I was thinking just one ride and one ride only. That was better than El Toro, but I think as far as re-rideability, going over and over again, El Toro's better. This has a short line. Hades had a long line, but I was happy because it's, like I said, it's not very re-rideable. It'd be hard to ride it over and over without taking a break. I just rode Cyclops. That was so bad, it's good. That was so much fun. I was laughing the whole way through. The laterals are crazy. I had to put my arms down. It was that crazy. That first drop just is so small. It's such a tiny first drop. I was like, oh, this is like a kid's wooden coaster. And then it starts jerking you around. And then you hit the big drop later in the ride. And that's it. The short ride, some good airtime moments, some good laterals. I first said Cyclops is so bad that it's good. Now I'm thinking it's just good. I rode back and the front. It's a very fun ride. Love how that second drop is so much bigger than the first. It's got a few good airtime moments on it. I love the use of the terrain here, right along the hillside. In fact, all 3 of the wood coasters over here utilize the terrain really well. Alright, next up is Pegasus. And as far as I'm concerned, this park is 4 for 4 with their coasters. They've all been good. This one is more jerky than the others, but it was a lot of fun. It's probably my least favorite of the 4, but I still liked it. Alright, second ride on Pegasus. Okay, now I get it. That was very jerky. It seems to make a difference to ride in the front or the back seat. Like each car has 2 rows. I recommend the front of whichever car you're in, because the front was a little jerky but enjoyable. The back was not. That was pretty rough. And the best roller coaster in the park I'm not allowed to ride. Between 40 and 56 inches. I've ridden a few of these E&F Miler kiddie coasters, 2 or 3, and they've been really good, especially the one at Magic Mountain. So yeah, it's too bad. That's my first missed credit on the trip. I was at 23 for 23 so far at all the parks I've been to. With new coaster credits, I'd gotten them all. So that's the shops building. And here we got the indoor theme park. Got to see what's inside there. And the water park right next door. A lot of people in line for the slides, and it's not really warm enough to be in the water. That would be cold. It's maybe slightly over 70 degrees today. So in case you're wondering, this is the inside of the indoor theme park. This is where they serve the pizza and hot dogs for the resort guests. Looks like you got bumper cars, got that thing over there, and then it's mostly just like arcade games over here. So not much to the indoor part. Yeah, maybe even a little drop tower over there too. So I've now done all the body slides in the resort guest only area that I'm able to do. There are 2 right there. There are 3 back a little ways with the blue, yellow, green, and pink. The blue one I think is the one that wasn't open. These are tube slides, haven't done those yet. And then you got these straight down ones. And of all the body slides I've done, here, for sure, the orange one is the best. It's basically a triple down. You have like two dips where it comes out and then goes back down again. So with that triple down on the orange slide, that third drop basically, you get some good air time. When I say air time, I mean you are in the air. You kind of get launched. Not a whole lot, not like that one at Six Flags America that I had referenced in that video, but you do come off the slide just a little bit. Not enough to scare you like that at Six Flags America, but enough to notice it. That's a fun slide. One of the best body slides, one of my favorite body slides I've ever done. And to reiterate my point, this is all the resort guests only water park area. You got the wave pool over there, and you got these 4 slide complexes that's up on the hill. Just further evidence you've got to stay at the resort if you're going to be coming to Mount Olympus. Just stay at the resort. You'll probably save money by doing so, and you get to come into this water park. And you get the extra time at the park, 7 to 10, and food, free parking. There's just no reason not to do the resort. So now I've done all the water slides that are available in the water park here. This triple down orange slide is definitely the best in the park. If you like the tube slides, these are pretty good. And the indoor water park, got a few body slides. Got a tube slide that starts way up at the top. Body slides empty out down there in the catch pool. And this is open for resort guests only during the 7 to 10 o'clock time. At least this year it is. You can look out there and see the resort guest water park. This is the only line I've had for any water slides, really. All the other lines have been pretty short. But of course, this is open for everybody. There goes Pegasus. So I've done all the slides in the indoor park. I've done most of the ones here in the outdoor park. A couple on the Splash Factory thing there and the mat slide. I didn't do the big raft slides. Those always get the longest lines, and those don't do much for me anyway. I don't really care for those. I cannot get my footing back. Wow. And you can pet and feed the goats here.
They all want it. Hi.
This is the line to get food. They have a lot of hotel buildings. So there's a ton of people. So you'll be waiting a while to get some food. We just got Laratno 3. Yeah, I don't know how you say that. Last ride of the night on Hades 360. Got 2 night rides on it tonight. Would have liked to have gotten more, but hey, still, by staying at the resort, park stayed open till 10 o'clock. Gave us about 30 minutes or so of darkness. Got 1 ride on Zeus, 2 rides on Hades in the dark. And Hades at night is amazing. Because you cannot see anything. You can't see anything in that tunnel anyway, but then you don't see anything going into the tunnel, and you really don't see anything until you pretty much are coming completely out of the tunnel. Both ways. And oh my gosh, if it would just ride smooth. My first ride of the day was actually pretty smooth. That's when I was saying that ride was that first ride on Hades was better than my first ride on El Toro, but El Toro stood up over multiple rides a lot better than Hades did. Hades just got rougher as I got more rides in. Seems to get rougher as the day goes on, at least it did today. It's definitely a hard one to marathon because of that, but it's still amazing. Still gives great airtime. Love that inversion. Love the tunnels. It's just a bit rough. A bit rough to be held up in like a top 20 or anything like that. But I still really loved it. And I got tomorrow. Got a little time tomorrow. Could get a couple rides in if I want. Because staying at the resort, you get to come back on the day of checkout. So yes, definitely highly recommend. Even if you don't have the whole day to spend here at Mount Olympus, you still just got to get the resort. Just stay at the resort. You get all those extra perks. You'll probably save money. It just makes sense even if you're not going to have a whole day to spend here. And here's the room I got. I'm staying at the resort. I booked just a regular queen room. I got a jacuzzi. I got a stove and oven. There's a regular bathroom. And I got a living room. I got a free upgrade to a suite. This was totally wasted on me. Because I got rolled in here after 11 o'clock. I actually like Cyclops more than Zeus. I love that second drop where it opens up your view to the rest of the park.
Riley, where are you going?